Hi, how's it going? This is Resident of Collinwood for YouTube. Resident underslash of underslash Collinwood for BitChute. And I'm here to do a video about Carl Kolchak, the Night Stalker. Carl Kolchak was a character created by Dan Curtis in a series created by Dan Curtis. This was after Dark Shadows. Carl Kolchak was a newspaper reporter who would an investigative reporter, if you will, that would investigate all sorts of supernatural events, beings. He would investigate vampires, witches, werewolves, warlocks, excuse me, all of it. And if I had to pick one character that inspired this character, probably for Dan Curtis, look no further than Dr. Julia Hoffman from Dark Shadows. Hoffman is so curious about not only who, but what Barnabas Collins is. She goes into the house during the day and finds his coffin. But and then she knows what he is. She knows he's a vampire, um, for sure, for certain. How she first suspects it is he casts no reflection. So, but I do think Dr. Hoffman inspires Dan Curtis or inspires Carl Kolchak in every way. I think where Carl Kolchak caught on so well is just his attitude. He had no fear of these things. He wasn't afraid to confront these things in every way. He would take it head on. And that's what I loved about the character so much that Darren McGavin played. He played that character so well. Um, did I like the reboot of Night Stalker? It was okay for what it was. They were trying to be mysterious with it. They had a really good cast. It was well written. The reboot was, I thought. Um, I'm trying to think of the actor's name who played the new Carl Kolchak. I can't think of it right now, but um, I really enjoyed what they did from a standpoint of the new show. But a lot of it, the one thing I'll say is, with a character like Carl Kolchak, if you did it today, it would have to be even darker than what it was, and I wouldn't mind if Kolchak had like more of a sense of humor today than what he did. But from a Darren McGavin standpoint, I thought he played the character perfectly. I thought he was such a crusader in every way. If there was a story that he even thought involved the supernatural, he was there in many ways. People say about Fox Mulder, Darren McGavin without Fox Mulder, Fox Mulder. Okay, Carl Kolchak without Fox Mulder, Fox Mulder. But just what he did, Kolchak the Night Stalker, it wasn't just ahead of its time, it was right for its time, because every character you see from a paranormal investigative standpoint now, the Fox Mulders, the Twin Peaks, I point to Carl Kolchak. Go watch Kolchak the Night Stalker. What an amazing series it was. For as short lived as it was, it still holds up today. People still talk about Carl Kolchak, and it's because of how Darren McGavin was just able to capture that character. Dan Curtis did a really, really good job creating this character. Should there have been, if Dark Shadows would have continued and not got canceled, should Darren McGavin's character, should there have been a crossover with Carl Kolchak and Dark Shadows? I think eventually it would have happened, is what I'll say. Should it have? No, because Carl Kolchak needs to investigate his own supernatural events, not the Collins family's. The Collins family investigates their supernatural events, as we see. They don't. There's no need for Carl Kolchak and Collinsport. Everyone else is already doing it. You get what I'm saying? When you have characters that are already doing that exact same thing, there's no need for that character to come. Um, so that's always been my hindsight of Kolchak the Night Stalker with Crossing Our Dark Shadows. I'm not saying it wouldn't work. It would work, and the actors and writers would make it work. But from a standpoint of need, is the character needed there when you have characters that are already doing that exact same thing? Then no, they're not. He's not needed there. Where Carl Kolchak, where Carl Kolchak was needed, Amityville. Okay, the Amityville house. Carl Kolchak was needed there. Where Carl Kolchak was needed, Crystal Lake. He was needed there. There was some weird shit going on there. Where Carl Kolchak was needed. Springwood. Carl Kolchak would investigate these things. That's just it. He would. Where the police would not be believing a Nancy, Carl would. That's the love of it. That's when you think about no one believing these characters when all these crazy shit's happening in these movies. I smile and I think Carl Kolchak would believe them, and he really would. He would believe Nancy. It's Freddy. Okay, I believe you. What you believe? I would love to see that reaction. What? You believe me? Yeah. He would. He would look into it. He would believe her. Because Carl Kolchak realized one thing. We live on a world. If we can live on a world, then why can't these other beings live on this world? And they can. And I think that's something Carl kept an open mind to so well. And that's something I won't forget about the character and I loved about this character. Would I want to see a reboot? Yes, absolutely. I would definitely love to see a Kolchak the Night Stalker reboot. Who would I want to play the character? This is real simple. Because here's the thing. When I think of Carl Kolchak, I think today Carl Kolchak would be a lot of things. He wouldn't just be fearless. He would be this smart ass who would. I told you there was goddamn vampires in there. They're witches, man. They're witches. Did you see this? And I would pick Justin Babe. I really would. That would be my Carl Kolchak today. Um, Again, today I would love to see Kolchak the Night Stalker rebooted. I miss it very much. Darren McGavin was beautiful. Um, Again, he believed people. He believed in those things. And when you believe in something so strongly and you're willing to take it on, it makes you not just brave, but it makes, audiences love you for it because when you think of later, think of everything that comes later after Kolchak the Night Stalker. Think of Halloween. Think of characters like Dr. Loomis who don't get believed. Think about people who believe Jason is only a legend. Think about people who believe Freddy is dead and he's not haunting dreams. Think about all those characters who don't get believed in horror movies about what's going on when it pertains to either unnatural events or supernatural events. Well, there's one character who would have believed them all, and his name is Carl Kolchak. And don't forget that. So that's my insight of Carl Kolchak, the Night Stalker. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope one day we get a reboot of Kolchak the Night Stalker. I really, really do. I would love to see it, a modern day take of Carl Kolchak. Where should this be set? Los Angeles. Absolutely. Los Angeles, California. Because listen, we know the vampires live in LA, okay? And all sorts of weird shit. But I'm having fun with this. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. Who would your Kolchak be? And what did you think of Derek McGavin's take and performance of Carl Kolchak, the Night Stalker? Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.